and she's going to come home and complete a memorable treble for Willie Mullins, Rich Ritchie, Susanna Ritchie and
Liberty's been seen off, and Applesjade will see them all off. A great day for Gordon Elliott. Applesjade.
Horses headed her now. Benny Dejeur joining Midnight Tour as they race up the waterline. There's very little between them. Benny Dejeur back to hurdles and she wins.
Is now beginning to rally. Roxana flashes her tail. She wanders under pressure, but she will hold on. And Roxana will take the mare's hurdle for that.
finish. Concertista driven all out, black tears pestering all the way to the line, closing down. It's
Mary's Rock and Nicola Boyville have come through to win. Mary's Rock is the winner, second position. Honeysuckle is responding to the calls of Rachel Blackmore and she'll end with a victory. Honeysuckle has done it. Second position, Lovell. A second festival victory. Lossiemouth and Paul Downend have won the Close Brothers. Second place to Tell Me Something. But it's another great win, a dominant win. Lossiemouth retains her mare's crown.
That is the question that emanates itself from the near future now that this race is only 34 days away. Can you believe it? 34 days away from the mare's hurdle. 32 days away from the start of the Cheltenham Festival. Hello viewers, new and old, I'm Rodders and this is On The Bridle, specifically our anti-post focus special for the mare's hurdle. Now some people don't like the mare's hurdle, they say it takes away from the champion hurdle, but putting that all aside, we're going to give you the key stats for the race, we're going to give you the key protagonists and their stats, and then I'm going to give you my own personal opinion at the end of the episode. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we kick the stats off, I just have to say, gamble responsibly. Miracles do happen in life, but in horse racing, they often don't happen when you want them to. Also, these are only my own personal opinions. This is not a tipping channel, and I am certainly not a tipster. 10 out of the last 12 winners of this race were aged 5, 6 or 7. 5 out of the last 12 winners were the favourites or joint favourites, but 10 out of 12 were in the top 3 in the betting. 8 out of 12 won their last run before the mare's hurdle, but 11 out of 12 ran within 52 days of the mare's hurdle. 8 out of 12 had one previous run at Cheltenham, but 4 out of 12 had one previous win at Cheltenham. 11 out of 12 had 6 previous runs over hurdles, and 11 out of 12 had 3 previous wins over hurdles. 9 out of 12 had a rating of 148 or higher. 10 out of 12 had one previous win at Grade 1, Grade 2 or Grade 3 company. 9 out of 12 winners had 2 previous runs in that season, and also 9 out of 12 winners had one previous win within that season. So now that you have the key stats for the race, let's fit them to the key protagonists for the mare's hurdle of 2026. Take No Chances is one of those mares that you don't really notice, but deserves a lot more credit. For she has beaten the likes of Cargies, she finished behind Lossiemouth in the mare's hurdle last year, and she has run against the likes of Impostoir and Strong Leader, not disgracing herself by any means. She may not be top class, but I wouldn't put anyone off of backing her each way in this race. Let's see if the stats back me up on that. So what are Take No Chances positive stats? She ran over this distance last year when she was third to Lossiemouth at the Cheltenham Festival in this race. She is not ground dependent, seeing as she goes on most types of ground. She is a Grade 2 hurdle winner. And lastly, she has run more than twice this season. So let's take a look at her negative stats. She is rated below 148. She will be 8 years old at Cheltenham. She will be outside of the top 3 in the market. She wouldn't have won her last race. And she's going to tiptoe just outside the 52-day marker you need. She's going to be running 56 days after her last race, and you need to have run within 52 days. Fia Verdanza has performed very well this year, winning this race and also finishing second to Wadu. I like her a lot. I think she'll improve for another season though, and I would love to see her over fences. But what do the stats tell us about her? With all that said and done, let's get to her positive stats. She will be a 7-year-old at Cheltenham. This race that she won here is within 52 days at the Cheltenham Festival. She's practically won over the distance. The race that she won at Wexford was over 2 miles, 4.5 furlongs. So it's basically 2 mile 5. And she has won a Grade 2 courtesy of this race. Right then, time to move on to her negative stats. She is rated below 148. Her best finishing position at Cheltenham is 4th. She will be outside of the top 3 in the market. And just a little one from me, she may lack a little bit of class. That's not saying though she can't get in the first 3. She may sneak a place. Jade de Grugy is a smart mare when she gets the conditions to suit. I'm not sure what the plans have really been this year. She's been over fences, but equally there are rumblings that she could come back to hurdles for the mare's hurdle. That's why we've included her in this anti-post focus. But what do the stats tell us? Let's look at her positive stats. She has place form from last year when she finished second to Lossiemouth in this race. She is a Grade 1 winner in her own right twice over. She is now a 7-year-old. She looks like she will be in the top 3 in the market. Now Brighter Days Ahead looks like she will be heading to the champion hurdle. You can currently get about 12 to 1, and I think that's a cracking price for a horse like her. Each way, of course. And she is rated 149, £1 above what you need to be considered a contender in this race. So what are her negative stats? She's going to tiptoe outside that 52-day barrier. She has never won at Cheltenham. And the last one is that she sometimes does disappoint. She's been beaten at 2 to 7 on and even money. Here's a question, viewers. How many 3-year-old fillies come off the flat and end up in a Grade 1 race at the Cheltenham Festival as an older horse? I can't think of many of them, but Wadu has certainly gone that path, and she's disappointed no one. She's been a fantastic horse for Gordon Elliott. What do her stats say about her and this race though? So what do Wadu's positive stats tell us? Well, remarkably, she's run 10 times over hurdles, but she is only a 6-year-old. She has won Grade 2 and Grade 3 races. She's very adaptable in terms of ground. She has a rating that's higher than 148. She will almost certainly go off second favourite for this race. She has won at Cheltenham twice now, and this is almost certainly her distance. Between 2.5 miles and 3 miles is perfect for her. And at the time of this recording, she won her last race, which is this race on screen here. So getting on to her negative stats. Does Wadu have many negative stats? Let's find out. Well, disappointingly, we couldn't actually find many. The only one that you could really label as a stat, which is not really a stat at all, is that she might just get caught out by a faster horse like Lossiemouth. Lossiemouth could get first run on her, and if that happens, then Wadu would never get back to her. We have covered the rumblings of discontent in the racing news tomorrow, but for now I'm just going to focus solely on Lossiemouth on her merit. She's not a 2-miler in any way, and that's why she will run in the mare's hurdle here. I know people will be very, very angry about that when they've taken short prices about her earlier on in the season. But it is what it is. Willie Mullins is a results-based trainer. As soon as he does not get the results that he needs or wants, owners start to look somewhere else. This is where I'm going to ask you, the viewers, your opinion on Lossiemouth. Do you think she can win 3 mares hurdles in a row? Put your comment in the comment section below as we dig into her stats. So what are Lossiemouth's positive stats? Well, she's a 7-year-old. Her Grade 1 count currently stands at 9. She is not ground dependent. She pretty much goes on any sort of ground. She's unbeaten at this course, having won the Triumph Hurdle, a Unibet Hurdle and 2 Mares Hurdles. She has a rating above 148. She does excel at this sort of distance, and she will, for many, be one of the festival bankers, and I expect her to go off at long odds on. So does Lossiemouth have any negative stats? Well, when she starts to feel the pinch slightly, her jumping can become raggedy. Now, this is not a major issue, but it is something to bear in mind. So what is my prediction for the mare's hurdle? Surprise, surprise, if Lossiemouth runs here, she's going to win. In fact, I think Willie Mullins has half an idea of going after Quevega's 6 wins in the mare's hurdle. And people will go, so what, it's only the mare's hurdle. But Quevega will always be remembered as the winning most horse at the Cheltenham Festival. It was 6 wins she achieved in the mare's hurdle. And by the time Lossiemouth is 10, she could equal that record. And that would be quite a feat in itself. I hope you very much enjoyed that video. Now, folks, this channel's aim is to get to 25,000 subscribers in 1 calendar year. And people are going, that's outrageous. You can't do that. You can't do that from a small channel right to a big channel. But with your help, we can. Spread this channel's name far and wide to all your racing friends and bring them aboard onto this channel. Trust me, it will be worth it. I'm Rodders. This is On The Bridle. Until next time, stay safe.